What's up guys, welcome back and welcome to Assetto Corsa, and today guys, this is Nigel Mansell's 1991 Formula 1 car. This is a mod from ASR. Now I've been wanting to make a video on this car for ages because we've pretty much got the full grid from ASR. We've got nearly all of the 91 cars. Now in 1992 we actually went on to win the championship in pretty much the same car, but this was the year before it had all them electronics, and you can tell that by the like little bumps on the front. This hasn't got them. But Formula 1, 91 was an interesting year because you had V12s, V8s, V10s and turbocharged cars. There was all different types of cars, you know. But check this thing out, Red 5 is on it as well. Let's just look at these ASR F1 cars are absolutely done to such a high standard. They're really great cars. I love showing these, like all the 3D work. Now there's a 1990 McLaren on here as well, and I nearly drove that. Now you should just hear that car. I will make a video at some point on that as well. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look at the interior. It's all modelled so well. Could be better if we were sitting a bit further forward, but what a mod. I've been dying to make a video on this and I'm finally doing it. I hope you enjoy this, I really do. But yeah guys, put your seatbelts on. Next time I see you, it'll be at the track. Right then guys, we've got 5 red lights. Let's give it a rev. Wow, saucy. Naturally aspirated V10, starting 13th. Right then into first gear, and away we go, foot flat. Let's flatten this naturally aspirated V10's hoofing. There's Senna to the left, 8 and Senna. I can't remember who drove. Is it Gerhard Berger? I can't remember who actually drove the other McLaren in 91. Oh, a little bit of contact there though. I hope that hasn't knocked too much downforce off the wing. Car sounds great. These ASR cars absolutely are some of the best mods for Assetto Corsa, full stop. Look at the McLaren though. Now, even though Ayrton Senna went on, to win the title that year, the Williams was a better car, was the faster car. Oh, I'm locking up, I'm all over the bloody place, yeah. Right then, on the power, feed it in. Another thing, it's got a flappy paddle gearbox as well. When they were like very new back then, flappy paddle gearbox. Like the Benetton, for instance, that was still using a H pattern. I think it was, I'm not sure if it was a sequential or an H pattern, but right there on the brakes, nice and neat. You've got to be very careful when you're downshifting because that engine will blow up. On the power, I see the nice rotation from the car here, but the force feedback feels absolutely amazing in these cars. I might make a video on the McLaren at Interlagos at some point as well. I forgot which version of the track we're on there. I thought it was the other one. Ooh, I touched the curb. You do not want to touch the curbs in this car because you will spin. It just spins you. Oh, there's someone up the inside with you. Who's that? I can't. Look at the speed of that thing. How's that quick? That can't be right. How was he? Oh no, I've cut him off. How was it that quick? Right on the power. Can't keep up actually. I can't barely keep up with me talking as well. On the power into fourth. You've got to have so much concentration when you're driving these cars. It's so hard to talk and drive these things at the same time. Second gear, let's get it wrong. I don't know what kind of car that is though, I can't remember. Into fourth. Brake as late as we're there. Do not touch the curbs. Just do not touch them. Oh, what a car. All of these ASR mods are done to such a high quality. Right. My problem is I'm used to driving the modern F1 cars where you can just bang them down the gearbox. In this it's a lot more temperamental. But what an experience this is though to drive. Right, let's get on the brakes as late as we're there. Oh, that sounds nuts when you downshift. Right on the power, nice and gentle. See the car rotating, getting a nice feeling there from the car actually. Try it in second gear, feed it in, really very gentle on the power. If you look in the bottom left corner, you'll see me throttle inputs. The little green bar, that's me on the throttle. Right then, try third, then flat. Right then, away we go. But look at the speed of that thing in front on the straight line. It's so quick. Into 6. It's only got 6 gears. The McLaren's actually got 7. Right, let's brake as late as we dare. Do not touch that curb, because you will 360 in this car. Oh, got a nice run on that road. Really got to try and hook the line here. Right, on the power. But I don't know if I said, the reason why I picked this track is because this is a race that Nigel Mansell actually won. He actually won the Spanish Grand Prix in '91. But this was a year before all the fancy electronics and stuff like that came into the cars, where I'm sure they even had ABS at one point. Oh, a little bit of contact there though. But they had like manoeuvrable suspension, like in '92, where the cars, like in the corners, where it would like stabilise the car, like the suspension used to move. I can't remember, the active suspension I think it was called, where it would put the car at like the perfect level, so you could like corner at much higher speeds. But look at the brake disc glowing and everything. Oh, what a car this is. Oh, I'm starting to get a little bit of a better feel for it now. Maybe we can start pushing on a little bit, but that's when things normally go wrong. But back then, F1, '91, you had V8s, V10s, McLaren ran a V12, but you actually had turbocharged cars as well. And if you want to use a turbocharger, where this is a 3 litre V10, the turbocharger had to run just a 1.5 litre. Oh, that was a great manoeuvre there up the inside. Bit that throttle. Yeah, this is a 3 litre naturally aspirated V10, where the turbocharged cars, they were just 1.5 litres. I think there's only one of them that actually done that. I think that's the Fun Metal, I think it's called. Oh, a little bit deep into there though, but the force feedback feels mint. Like on EMS, you can get the Formula Classic, like the I think it's the Gen 3 one, where it's like the '91 cars. Now this feels much better than that. It really does. They actually won it. My least favourite out of all the Formula cars on that. I just can't get a grasp of them. Where this just feels right. It's very believable. Maybe I'm not driving it to its limit, but it does feel fantastic. Right, on the brakes, I love looking at them brake discs glowing up red. There's the Benetton as well, a couple of cars ahead, and another McLaren. Maybe there's an extra McLaren in for some reason. Right, on the power, nice and gentle, feel it in. Oh, great stuff. Car hooked up brilliantly there. I'm trying to get in the slipstream here. The Ferraris as well, I'll link that video. I've already made a video on the '91 Ferrari at Monza. Right, then into 5th, into 6th, top gear. On the next lap we'll have a quiet one, but check this out. Right, I can't seem to get any further ahead. I've got the AI on 95%. That's actually normally quite high for like the open wheeler cars, but I'm getting a great feeling of weight transfer through the force feedback. I feel all the minute little bumps as well, it feels great. Right, come on, go up the inside. I was thinking about it. Into 3rd, maybe we can slide it up the inside here. That's as late as I dare. Oh, yes, sir. Right, on the power. Coming, yes, we've made it stick as well. That's a Benetton ahead. That's a good car. I'm definitely going to make a video on that at some point. Oh, I touched. That's what I mean about the curbs. Did you see that? I just absolutely skimmed the curb a tiny bit, and then you just gone. That's what I mean. You cannot touch the curbs in this car. Any of the ASR cars, they're all like that. I don't know what it is with them. That's a perfect example that you do not want to touch these curbs. Not even sniff them. You don't even want to sniff them. Trust us, you don't. Let's try leaving it in 3rd, so we can use the torque of the engine. Now we'll have to drop it. See, he's using the curbs though. If I'd done that, we'd be gone. I really would. And maybe that's why I don't feel like I push the car to its limit neither. But on this next lap, I'm going to totally shut up. Let's have a proper listen to this V10 engine. We nudge. back. Guys, I just cannot catch these ahead of me. Honest, I'm really trying here as well. Really trying. Try braking a little bit, tiny bit later. The second gear, but driving these cars on the limit takes it another skill of its own. Like, I don't even feel like I'm fully on the limit, but what I am at my limit, so to say. Like, I can't get much more out of the car unless I just be a bit reckless, you could say. But I just want to get round in one piece. But yeah, I can feel the car, nice rotation there as we come back on the power. Get up the inside. Oh, he's good with the line. He's made me move, but up the inside. We'll have the inside line on the next corner as well. Oh, listen. Oh, no, that's what I mean about the curbs. See, I just touched the curb for a second. You just can it. You just can it. I think that's a bit silly actually, because the car shouldn't spin like that. That's why I'm so nervous, and that's why I can't drive it at its limit, because I want to like push the car a lot more and I just can't. But it's not spoiling the race, but it sort of spoils the cars a little bit. Now all of these ESR cars are the same. You cannot use the curbs. But you could say though, like I said before, is back then you couldn't use the curbs on the tracks. Like, they were so high on all of them. Like, they weren't like they are now, is like they didn't use the curbs. But what a race that actually touched the curb there, but it was alright because we're going in a straight line. But yes, what a race that actually it was fantastic. Right then guys, let's check out this replay. Guys, this is a replay. This is from a different race. When I went to check the replay out before from the race what we did, it just wouldn't work. So what I've done is I've just done a couple more laps. Like, I've restarted the race, and just so we can get a look at what the car looks like in the replay. Now, just doesn't it look stunning though? All of these cars do. I actually just blasted past them. In the first lap I blasted past them. But very hard car to drive on the limit, but it shouldn't be easy. These cars shouldn't be easy to drive, you know, like they are hard to drive, very hard. Now in real life, like if you jump in a real F1 car, they're not going to be easy to drive, are they? You know. But great representation of these 91 cars that they've done so well. Pretty much got the full grid. I think there's one car missing. I think it's like the footwork car. I could be wrong, but I'll just show you a couple of laps of this car in action, so to say. You can see the brakes like glowing up red and everything. But that's just such a sight to see Nigel Mansell in his 91 V10 naturally aspirated V10 F1 car. But what's just mad is if you literally touch the curbs when you're going around the corner, the car just totally just spin on you. It really will. Let's open it up going down the other. Flying. Listen to it. It sounds crazy. See all the sparks flying and everything as well. Them brake discs look fantastic when they're glowing. I think there would have been carbon discs as well. I'm not exactly sure, but I think there would have been. But what a sight for sore eyes that thing is. That's the wrong words. You know what I mean. The beauty. Oh. Right then guys, I've spun it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Peace from the northeast. Poodles.